Hey, my happy shiny puppies. This is Melody Fletcher, and I am coming to you from my bedroom. So I actually got a request, I think, on the blog or on YouTube, I can't remember, from somebody who's like, well, why don't you let us in more and show us, like, you know, do a video from, like, bed, or do a video from, like, you know, sitting on the back terrace and drinking your morning tea and sitting on the couch and whatnot. And I thought those were great ideas, but honest to God, my first reaction was like, I am not doing a video from bed because, you know, vanity. Vanity, thy name is Melody. And then I got up this morning and then my hair like did this. And I went, okay, why not? You know what? Let's try it. Grab my phone, grab my selfie stick, and let's just do this. So no contact lenses, no makeup, no hairdo, no bra. Let's just try it. Anyway, so I've done my part for letting you guys in today. Challenge accepted. So my topic today is one that I have to talk to people about a lot. So a lot of times people will say to me things like, I have been trying to feel good all the time and I haven't been succeeding and I don't understand why and what's wrong with me. And, you know, the whole premise of that is screwy, because you can't feel good all the time, 100% of the time, and you're not supposed to, you know? You have to understand that there's a real value to negative emotion. And that value is that, you know, it's parts of you, aspects of you that need to be heard, that have never been heard, that have been hurt and never been heard. And they're coming up to be released and healed. And so if you're reaching for a higher vibration, a higher frequency, what's going to happen is all the resistance that's in there is going to come up. So it coming up doesn't mean you've done something wrong. It means you've done something right. And so stop being down on yourself because you have some negative emotion. You can understand that what's happening is very much that things are being set in motion by all the work that you're doing, all the intentions that you're setting. And so of course things are going to come up for you to release. But really it's as though, you know, think about it this way. It's like your 5-year-old self is still holding on to the hurt from something that happened and was never allowed to really express that. So that pain has never been validated. There was sort of maybe a get over it vibe going on. And so your 5-year-old self moved on, but never actually healed that. And so, you know, he or she's still in there kind of saying, do I get to express it now? You know, and then that pain comes up, and sorrow or sadness or anger or whatever it is comes up. And if you really fully allow that, then that alone will heal it. You don't even have to know if it was coming from your 5-year-old or from your 13-year-old or from your pre-birth or from society, you know, because all of that's in there. So, and the higher you go, the more you're going to be, you know, releasing these kinds of things. And at some point, are you done? Well, here's what I've discovered. For the most part, and I can't say, you know, with certainty that I'm 100% done because, but for the most part, I've stopped releasing things that sort of happened in my own life. Sort of, you know, the whole story of when I was 5 years old, something happened. But that doesn't mean that I'm no longer releasing things. What I bump up against now is sort of society's beliefs, which are still part of me, but maybe, you know, I no longer have sort of personal, they're not just mine, they're sort of the bigger picture beliefs, you know, going down, if you want to, you know, if you think about it, down to the deeper roots of things. And so things that I've been sort of releasing lately are things about, for example, global misogyny. I know, fun. Welcome to my world. But yeah, that was a big one, you know, sort of the pushing against, you know, why do men always got to put us down, and then being able to see the other side. I might make a video about that. That was really interesting, although that's not like one of the, it's not going to be a super happy, shiny video, but I'll get you there in the end. So stuff like that, you know, the denial that people are currently still feeling and coming out of. So the big picture stuff, that's what I work on mostly. But I still have to allow myself to feel it, because whatever is in my reality is a reflection of my vibration, of my energy. And so I can't say that's out there, that's not in here. If I'm experiencing it, it's in here. And that doesn't mean that I'm sitting around all day going, but it also doesn't mean that 100% of the time I'm sort of, yay! It's a mix. It's an up and down, you know? And it's okay to go up and down. Don't expect perfection from yourself. If I can do a video with no makeup, no contact lenses, my hair not done, and not even wearing a freaking bra, wearing underwear, don't worry, in my bed, yeah, with imperfect lighting, and haven't brushed my teeth yet. Yeah, that's it. There you go. If I can do that, then maybe you can let go of perfectionism a little bit too. And so you know what? What do I want to hear from you today? How are you going to let go of perfectionism? That's what I want to know from you. How are you going to let go of your need to be perfect? Because if I can do this, you can do that. And you know, it would be really great if any of you are so inclined, honestly, get out your cell phone and shoot a video with you in bed and then send it to me, or upload it to YouTube and send me the link. That would be fantastic. I would love that. Just send me a picture of, or a video or a picture, you know, you and your coffee or you and your stuffed animal, and let's do this. And no dick pics, please, God, no dick pics. Thank you. But just let's keep it fun and light. Okay. So how are you going to let go of perfectionism? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and before I forget, to all you mothers out there, including my own mother, happy Mother's Day. I love you guys.